Greetings from American Samoa. I apologize for my hiatus in videos, but lately it has been nothing but focusing on my comprehensive exams for school. So, the way this works is on Friday, February 13th, I was given a set of questions that I was to write a response to, okay? I only have 4 questions, which I know does not sound like that much, but these are very in-depth questions. It's like a whole essay for each question. And you get 2 weeks to answer the questions, okay? And so you're not allowed to talk to any of your peers during that time. It's kind of like everything shuts down. Like your sole focus is on comps. They call it comps for short. So that is all I've been doing. This is, I think, the day before I started comps, and I went with my sister to the aerial tramway because she had never been there. It rained, but there was a rainbow, and it was really cool. So anyway, that Friday the 13th, when I got my questions, I actually didn't get a chance to do any of it because for some reason I thought it would be a good idea to volunteer to bake cinnamon rolls for my kids' seminary class, which is an early morning religious class, if you don't know. And so my sister completely saved the day. She baked all of these cinnamon rolls from scratch to send with my kids to their seminary class, and they were so good. There were some extras, so we got to taste them. Seriously, if you live in American Samoa and you own a bakery or a restaurant, please hire her because she is an amazing cook. You won't regret it. Okay, this is also day 1. I had just gotten home from work, and of course I'm teaching what would be my last of my online classes before I really dug down. This is the next day. Day 1, officially working. It's Saturday. I have my little setup here. Yes, I like to sit on the floor when I work. I know it's weird. I've got all my books ready to go, and I started going to town. Okay, it was extremely tedious. I would work for an hour, take a break. Work for an hour, take a break. Work for an hour, take a break. Day 2, same same spot on the floor, nonstop. I actually got really into it. It was surprisingly kind of calming at times. You know, I was making progress, and then I would have to walk away. The books that I would have to refer to, look at this was insane. So the whole point of comps is to show the knowledge that you've gained throughout the program, and it's a lot. This is, I think, day 4, and I did not get any footage of me at home. This is just me at work, but I can assure you that every single day that I was at work, I went home and I think this is the next day, I would immediately start working on comps. It took days and days and days to answer these 4 questions. It was insane. The next day, of course, back at work, I was extremely sleep deprived, and I must tell you also that I was not teaching any online classes during this time until I had finished. This is the next day. At this point, I had lost count. I don't even know what day this is. I think this is officially a weekend, so this is the Friday after the Friday that I got the assignment. This is the Saturday. I look terrible, to be honest. Not sleeping. I would stay up late every night writing, get home from work and start writing. The weekends, I'm writing. In the morning, I'm writing. It was like writing was my life. And anyway, tedious. I better pass this thing. That's all I gotta say. Like I said, I would go to work, and then I would come home, and I would write. It was like day in, day out. It felt like that movie Groundhog's Day. It was like the same thing over and over. Here I am working again. Actually, I don't even think this is in the same week, so I lost track of time, especially since I hadn't put out a video in a while, so this might even be before I even started comps. I don't really know. But anyway, here I am at work. I do know this day right here is today, which is Tuesday, February 24th. I was at work, and I had pretty much finished the comprehensive exam. I just had not sent it in yet, but I felt pretty good about it. So all day long I'm working and I'm thinking, you know what, when I get home, I'm just going to send this thing in. So that is exactly what I did. And I felt very proud of myself because throughout this time I was so prepared. I had all my lesson plans done. Oh, look, I even got home and taught one class just because, come on, I need that extra money. Then I looked over the comprehensive exam. Everything looked good. I was sending the email and boom, I finished 44 pages, which I know doesn't sound like that much, but when I wrote it in a week and a half, it was a lot. It was very thorough, and you know what? I think it was actually close to perfect. And that was the past couple weeks for me. That's about all I did. But I will say, now that I sent it in a couple days early, I feel really relaxed and just so relieved that that is done. I really prepared for it. I had all my lesson plans done for the next couple weeks, which I really liked having that done. So during the weekends, I didn't have to worry about planning. I didn't have to worry about teaching online classes. I could just focus on writing. And I also have some good news. So I don't know if you remember, but around Christmas break, oh yes, it was Christmas break, I was working really hard on an article to submit to an academic journal. Well, that academic journal responded and they said that it was very promising and they are very interested in publishing it with me making a few revisions. And so I got that literally the day that comps went out, so I just couldn't even focus on it. But now that I've got that turned in, now I'm going to focus on my revisions for my article, and if it does actually get published, I will be sure to let you know. But that has been my week, last 2 weeks. I've lost count. I'm glad it's done, and hopefully next time I have something a little bit more exciting. But for now, that's it. Thank you so much for watching.